All right, we are on the second part of PowerPoint. There's quite a few more things that you will learn. We're going to begin today by going to Layout, and we're going to choose the blank slide. And with the blank slide, we're going to go to Insert, Word Art, choose any one you want. And what I want you to do is put the first letter of your first name. And with that, you're going to highlight that letter, go to Home, and go to 96, and we're going to make it as big as we can. Move it up a little bit. There we go. From here, I clicked off, so nothing was highlighted. Let's go to the slide over here. We're going to right-click on this slide. We're going to get our drop-down menu here. And let's click on Duplicate Slide. Come on over here, and we're going to highlight the letter. Now I want you to put the second letter of your first name. Come back over to the left, right-click, Duplicate Slide. Again, I want you to highlight the letter, put the third letter of your name, and let's, with the third letter of your name, I think we're good. Let's stop there. And what we're going to do, over on this side, I want you to take number 3 slide. You're going to click and you're going to drag. Now notice, as I'm dragging, there's a line right now between the first and second slide. This is an indication of where that third slide will be once you let go of your click. I'm gonna let go, and now my letter has moved, or this slide has moved to the second position. This is one way you can move slides around. I'm going to grab my first slide. I'm going to drag it down to the bottom. Or we can go up to our View tab, go up to the View tab, over to the left, you're going to click on Slide Sorter. Now, with your next assignment, you're going to have a lot of slides, and you're going to be able to move them around. So go ahead, just move your slides around so that you kind of can figure out how to move everything. Okay. Now to get back, up here on the left, you will see an icon that says Normal. Click on that and it takes you back to where you started. Now with our first slide highlighted here, we're going to go to the Home tab, and let's go ahead and go to New Slide, and let's do a blank slide. Now the blank slide ended up in the second position. I want you to click and drag it so that it's in the first position. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to Insert, Word Art. Again, choose whatever you want. You're going to put the number 3. I'm going to make the 3 a little bit bigger. I'm going to go to my Home tab. I'm going to increase the size of it. Once again, I'm going to go back to Insert, Word Art, pick what you want, and put the number 2. I'm going to increase the size of it again. Doesn't matter what you increase it to. And insert again, use word art, choose what you want, and we're going to use the number 1. Again, highlight that, make it bigger, and it doesn't matter if it's on top of another one. So now what we're going to do is with our 3, we've clicked on our 3, and we are going to go to, do I still have it up? I do. We're going to go to the Animations tab. And from the Animations tab, you're going to use the drop down arrow here so that it shows everything. And you are going to choose an entrance, then you're going to add animation, choose an emphasis, go to add animation, and an exit, which is the red. You're going to then go to the number 2. You're going to do this same exact thing. You're going to choose an entrance, you're going to add animation, use the yellow, which is the emphasis, add animation, and use the red. And then you're going to repeat it for the last time with the number 1. So go ahead and you can pause this. Now mine's going to look a lot different because I'm using 2007 and you're using 2010. So I'm going to use this quick and so that I can show you what it's going to look like. Okay. Once you're to the point where you have everything you need, you should see that there's a 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, however yours is. That lets you know you have 3 different animations on there. Now over here in the custom animations, you have some options. Now for instance, on the number 1, you have the entrance, which is green, the emphasis, which is yellow, and the red, which is exit. Now you'll notice up here you can change the direction and you can change how fast, whether you want it fast or slow. Now these options will change depending on what you have chose. Sometimes it's size, direction, style, whatever it is, but you can change your options over here. You can go through and you should be able to play an example of what you chose. Good. From here, we're going to go down to, I'm going to exit this out so that we have more room. I'm going to click on our number 4 slide. I'm going to go to Home, and I'm going to choose a new slide that is blank. With our new blank slide, we're going to click on Insert, and we're going to go to Text Box this time. So we're going to go ahead and make a text box. And we are going to color the text box. So over here, we should be in Drawing Tools. Oh no, we don't need Drawing Tools yet. We're Yes, we need the drawing tools format and the paint bucket. All right, go ahead and find yourself a color, whatever color you want. Then we're going to go to the Home tab. We have our cursor right here ready to go. And mine's on all caps. I'm just going to put my first name. You can go ahead and put your first name. It's always defaulted with black, but we are going to change that. I'm going to double click on my name. I'm going to make my name much bigger. Oops. That's good. I'm also going to change the color of it. Yellow's fine. So now we have a text box that we have filled in with color. We have changed the font color, or the font color of your name. Also, if you decide you don't want this background, go back up to Format, Shape Fill, and you can always do No Fill. But for what we're doing, I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I think, what we're going to do is you still should have your Firefox picture. So at this time, let's go up to Insert, the Insert tab, find Picture, and I want you to find that Firefox one. Woo! That was a little big. Make it a little smaller. I'm going to grab the sizing handle, which is kind of in the corner there. Okay. So we're going to do some things with our picture. And actually we can do it with our name too. Maybe we'll do it with both. Alright, with our picture highlighted, we have our picture tools up here. I'm going to click on Format so it has everything selected for us. Now you'll remember this from Word, but we're going to go over here to Picture Effects because we are working with the picture right now. And from Picture Effects, I'm going to go down to 3D Rotation, and I'm going to pick something in this area because it's more obvious that you picked a 3D rotation. I'm going to go back up to Picture Effects, and I'm going to go down to the bottom where there's shadows. These are easier for me to see when I grade your PowerPoint, so I'm going to ask that you use something down here. And you can do the same for what you have here. You can do text effects, and we've done that in Word also. Alright. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to add sound. We're going to go up to Insert. So you go to the Insert tab. All the way over to the right. You're going to click on the down arrow here. And it's going to give you some options. You want sound. You want the clip art. Nope, wrong one. I guess. So what you want is the one that has the clip art. Mine says sound from clip organizer. Yours might say sound from clip art. Whatever it says. But you want the one where it's already, all the sounds are built in to Microsoft PowerPoint. So from here, you can click on one, and you may or may not, you should be able to hear it. Might take mine a while. But just double click it and you'll be able to have the sound over here on your PowerPoint. And I see mine must be overloading my computer here. But you can choose whatever you want. Go through the sounds, find one. Okay, now it's asking me, how do you want the sound to start in the slideshow? We're probably going to do automatically because we are going to learn how to do a timing, so we're not going to be clicking anything. So with our sound, once we have our sound on our slide, we're going to have some options up here. Yours might look different than mine, which is fine. It's not a big deal. And if you want to play around with whatever options you have on here, you can go ahead and do that. But I have it on automatically. You should have it on automatically. I'm not going to be able, now yours will not show up when you're going through the slideshow. It may, but it may not. So what I'm going to show you is down here in this area here. This is called the notes area. And what I want you to put is sound, sound on this slide. And I'm going to have you start doing that from now on. When you have to do any kind of shadows or 3D rotation or sound, whatever, I need you to write that in the notes area. I have to check through a lot of PowerPoints, and I do tend to miss what would seem obvious to you. I do miss it. So it helps me out a lot if you have that information down here in the notes area. Now, from the notes area, let's see, and you have a notes area on every single slide that you do, so you can put any kind of notes down here. With our last slide here, I'm going to click on our picture, and I want you to go to your animations tab. And at the bottom of your animations tab, I'm not sure I have this on here. Oh, here it is. More motion paths. And when you click on more motion paths, you should have a squiggly line. A squiggly. And your squiggly, let's see here. This is your mine. I have to go through a few more options than you do, but what you want is this right here. Now yours isn't. Your screen is not going to look like mine. I have the 2007 version here, but you can still find Scribble if you use this more motion paths. If you click on that, so with Scribble, what? Oops. With Scribble, what you're going to do is you're going to click and hold your click down, and you can draw all over your slide. And what you're doing is you're setting a path for your picture or word or whatever it is. You can just unclick and it'll do the same thing. If you accidentally click on the wrong motion path, let's say you didn't click on Scribble but you accidentally clicked on one next to it and it's not letting you release, double click. But only do that if you accidentally clicked on a different one. And again, oh nice. No wonder it took so long to load. Okay, so anyways, your motion path, I'm going to go to slideshow. I'm going to do from current slide, and oh, yes, I didn't have it set up. That's why it took so long. Sorry about that. Okay, well, anyways, we got our motion path down. It's going to work. The reason why it wasn't automatic and I was waiting for no reason, we haven't set our timing yet. So once we set our timing, everything's going to go automatically and we're not going to sit here and just stare at the screen. So from slideshow, we are going to go to rehearse timing. Now you'll notice this up here and nothing's on the screen yet. That's okay, because you're going to click and click And what you're going to do is you're going to keep clicking, and you're kind of setting the pace. You know, do you want everything to go long or short? And I didn't want that very long again. And then when you're done clicking at the end, it's going to say, hey, do you want to keep this slide timing? Yes, we do. Always click yes. And now we are ready to click slideshow. Make sure you're on slideshow. And we're going to do from beginning, but do not click anything. And the reason why mine took so long is because I was talking in the beginning. And then it'll go through, and it'll go through everything to the end. And then you can always right click and end show. And that is how you set a timing.